Hey, what's up? So I just wanted to do another podcast for you guys to stay relevant. This is going to kind of be like in real time. Isaiah just wants to impress people by sharing himself out into the open. So I'm in church today, and a lot of people are asking me, why don't I go back to school? Let me just answer like why, truthfully, so everyone at Harvard can hold everyone accountable, and everyone like that's outside the country can hold people. We've said the wrong information for so long. I want to hold people to it. My university, Wittenberg University, from what I remember, it's not saying the same thing that I'm saying. It's just one of those things where it's like, if you will not admit to me that Jesus Christ never had to be nice to anybody, he never had to heal me. That's my neurotic belief. He didn't have to do anything for me. In fact, I could say Jesus Christ, or basically, I know I'm kind of messing this up, but for sake of Jesus Christ doesn't have to be nice to you because you were supposed to be nice to people the first time. That's the only reason. And to let people know about the cross incident, being on the cross, you had two thieves. And they didn't say, Jesus Christ, you need to heal me. He said, I deserve to die for what I've done. And he said, remember me when you enter your kingdom. And Jesus didn't heal them. And he could have healed them. In fact, I want you to have more faith that he just didn't want to heal them. So everyone's perception of Jesus Christ is different from my version of who Jesus Christ really was. But let's just say that Jesus Christ was right in his time, and you no longer need Jesus Christ. Not that he isn't going to still help you, but saying you can still do it right the first time and wash your hands and treat people with respect, and they don't want to kill you. And you can't protect your friends, and they're not going to kill you because you did it right the first time. So that's me basically unprogramming people in case you know. So the issue with my school is one that I just don't want to know the truth to. And it's because I want to live it from this state. I don't want to live it from Ohio. And it's going to be the reality of everything you've done. And this is the hardest thing for Harvard. They would tell you this too. Everything truthfully from this reality wouldn't have made a difference. And I know, like, what do you mean? You going to Harvard was you working extra. Now my reality is the same as theirs. You are trying to climb over Mount Everest. Those people should have just given you money and should have just given you food. Or you should have been able to make whatever off of you being intelligent. Like you should have been able to write a book. You should have been able to basically gather, like there should have been a whole bunch of farms or something, and everyone just builds their wealth in life. But the fact that they've programmed you to think that you were smarter in something because you went to Harvard is a neurotic belief. So let's just move everything around and just showing people my brain. All you need to know, if there's a God, like with Coach Nichols and everything at Gulf Coast High School, he could say whatever he wants to say about being fit and everything, but I want you to understand this, right? Live life like you're underwater. Like I'll show you this. If you want to know the truth about God, and you want to know whether or not you want to know about Einstein's theory of relativity, you want to know about quantum reality, you want to know about evolution, you want to know about if there's a true God that's going to save you, you want to know whether or not you're a Shaolin monk, you want to know if you're invincible, rejuvenation, telecommunication, you're going to know it truthfully. I don't encourage you to do this, but get a big tank and have it be like kind of close, but a big tank, and get a great white shark, a really menacing one, a great white shark, and I want you to put it in there, and it should be enough, not in a cage, in like a tank, and I want that person to just drop down in that tank. Now this is the hardest truth for Wittenberg, and they'll say we're giving him credit. That's why some people go to this school and they realize that God was never, like it's like this, God will apologize to me when I die because he said, I wasn't there to actually save you for real. And what this means is you could have fought anybody your entire life, Isaiah, and you would have been right. Because I never said that they could do these things to you. They said they could do these things to you. These people were wrong. I never said that they could rewrite time and tell you what the world was before I had a chance to show it to you. You were brainwashed before you, Isaiah, got a chance to see the world. Like you could have built your own house, but you got to sit here and hear someone tell you how you can't build a house because their belief system's all messed up. So I do music. That's a time warp trio thing, so I get credit in the future. But one more time, when you're inside of this tank, you have a truth. You can yell like Coach Nichols' logic and talking to me. You can either get to my level, guys, or you could be asleep your entire life. But this is not throwing sticks and stones at people. And you could say sticks and stones will break your bones and words will never hurt you as much as you want, but you're not standing in front of a great white shark or floating inside of a tank in front of a great white shark. This is just the reality of it. You're literally inside, just floating inside of a tank in front of a great white shark. You could yell at it and say, oh, you need to work out and run every single day to be fit. You could sit here and say but you don't breathe water. You can't sit here and necessarily, intimidate this shark. You could say whatever you want to, and it's just going to go right in your face. It doesn't care what you say. Like, the universe ultimately does not care what you say. You can say whatever you want to say. You could be saying smart things to a shark. You could be saying nice things to a shark. Like, I want you to have more faith. Jesus Christ could have been saying nice things to you and could have been killing you with kindness. Like, I want you to have faith. Jesus could have been here and he could have said nice things to you. Not that he did this, but he could have just walked around and said really nice things, just the reality of a God. Because they could say, Isaiah, we would like you to tell you what you would have done if you had free will like that. Well, let's be honest, anybody can think like that. But let's say I'm Jesus and I'm just being nice to you. And then, Lord and behold, you're so powerful, you're just doing this. Everywhere. Just snapping people, gone. You're going to believe that wasn't him. So if you look at it, you don't breathe oxygen, you're not Aquaman, you're human. And that's the only issue with like perception with the NFL right now. You are 100% human, and coach will say mental toughness. Doesn't matter how mentally tough you are in front of this shark. God made this shark a certain way. God made this tree a certain way, and this is the one that I think is going to impress a lot of people in real time. This tree, when they say people can change, and not that I'm like being dramatical, but I want you guys to tell me a couple things. This tree does not breathe, at least right now, does not breathe nitrogen. It just emits oxygen. So you could say how it's going to change into a bird. You could go in front of that shark and say, I want you to fly. And it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you think. God made this to do one thing and one thing only, which was not to change to anything other than what it's made to change into, which is the reality of God made inferiority just as much as he made superiority in everything. So superior, right, you can evolve, right, but reality is it's not going to change. And if you say it's going to change, I say, if I can change an ideology to science, then this tree should be able to change too. Because God said it was supposed to change. According to or just say this, since we are made from the same thing, it's scientifically possible for us to be able to change the same way. It's going to change its behavior. Going to be able to stand in front of a shark and not be food to eat. It's going to wake up one day and say, I want to walk across the entire universe without being planted and taking care of itself. Like, imagine that, like you're a plant in time created by God, and you're saying, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. Mr. Guy should do an animation of this. Man, I want to sit here and burn my freaking leaves, bro. I'll burn it. I'll sit here and stand in front of the sun just chilling. Right, I'll stand here, I'll sit here, and I'll be friends with this freaking herbivore here, right? Hey, Mr. Herbivore, right? You can't eat me because God said you can't eat me. I'm going to force you. And you know what that thing does? It says, come be my friend, because that's all I wanted was you to be my friend. Come here. Please come here, right? So reality is, laws can change. People can manipulate people to change. But God wants this to be like this because that's how God made it. Another thing is the concept of something needing to happen in a day. Well, guess what? God said it happened in 7 days, or it can happen in 7 days, and this is the only reason why I'm not at Wittenberg. You need to be saying the same thing as me, like, especially with the cross. Like, I want just hold them to this. Everyone asked Wittenberg this, and this is why he's not up here. Did Jesus have to be nice to you? My answer: he didn't have to talk to you. He didn't have to come here today. Like what I'm getting to is, he didn't have to talk to you. He didn't have to sit here and work for you. He didn't have to sit here and go to your college. And you can see that because he's not here. And that is a statement from the guy too, right? That I don't have to be nice to you. Now I can come back, but it's also my responsibility to treat people nice and to do it and take it the first time. Then again, you have the God of the universe giving you rejuvenation. But the point of what I'm getting to is, people talk about Jesus, but they're not looking at like the reality of that. You can't control the guy, bro. You can't. That's his decision to speak. He just won't speak to you. Like Satan, it's not going to speak to you. So I want you guys to know this school, because of time, is just not going to say the right information to me. And I'm bringing everyone up to my level. All you need to know of the truth, all you need to know the truth is like, just not put yourself, but like do the simulation. Do the simulation of being inside of a shark tank with a great white shark, just one. You can see the truth. Why would you deny it? Now, I do think church is absolutely in some kind of like woke state of spirituality. But I'm just saying, like, if we're going off of affirmations, you can see the truth. You could be well prepared. You could be like, I worked out every day. You didn't work out in water. You weren't made to, at least now, you weren't meant to drink water like with your lungs. Peace out.